No, see, then that's when I'm standing outside of the window with a Michael Myers mask with a knife on and just watching them like, you better just take one.
Like the 2018 movie, just
scare,
all one scene.
Scare them into taking only one.
Now, you remember the clown shit that happened in 2016? I'm going to bring it back.
The Killer Kluan.
The Killer Kluan.
Call each bag a fan, only fans.
From Mr. Broke Productions, in an association with Maximillionaire and Vice City Kingpin, present to you Life on Easy Mode. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Welcome, everyone, to the first official episode of the Life on Easy Mode podcast. My name is Nicky.
I am Gian.
My name is Miguel.
And welcome to our first episode. After about 20 minutes of technical difficulties, we were finally able to figure out the problem with Audacity, the audio software we were using. So yeah, I think the best way for us to introduce ourselves, for us to start this podcast, is to introduce ourselves. So do you guys want me to go first?
Sure.
All right, cool. So my name is Nicky, but I also go by Maximillionaire, and that's because it's my YouTube channel name. So I will leave a link to my channel in the description. And I usually just do a variety of things. I have a series on there called Wakati, which stands for Weird Channels on the Internet, where I just basically go over weird channels, give an analysis of it, and just talk about them. And then I also do skits. I'm currently working on a skit right now. I have the infamous Surviving No Nut November, which is
truly the Oscars should look
truly the
into
magnum
it.
opus of my channel. And then other stuff I just may review, stuff that's currently going on, and just whatever the fuck I like to talk about. So, yeah.
I don't think I need no introduction.
All right, then, Mr. Broke. Just to be safe.
So
anyways,
if you are new, welcome. I am the, co-owner of what used to be the Meme Lords, but is now Mr. Broke Productions. So
Patent pending.
Well, still need to get the copyright name on that. But no, so we decided to do this podcast as a extra feature to the main channel as well. So we're like, all right, let's do it. So if you don't know the channel, we basically did all comedy, and we will still be doing comedy, but now we have moved on to Haunted or Not. We'll be doing branching out to serious skits, maybe short films, but basically all around the same kind of content, but not as bad. I mean, we made videos made to be bad funny, but we're gonna hit the reboot button on them and do something new. So if you are new, welcome. And Miguel, you can take it on over, Mr.
I'll take
Twitch
it on
man.
Here. My name is Miguel.
And that's all the time we have for today.
Oh my gosh. I Twitch stream. My name is Vice City Kingpin on Twitch. If you want to follow it, it'll be in the description below. Hopefully.
Not.
He's one of their best affiliates right now.
Yeah.
He's a shooting star.
Yeah, 45 followers, maybe
45,000.
Yeah, 45,000, 45,000.
He's the male Pokemon.
I stream a variety of games. Right now, Among Us, Rainbow Six, maybe other games too in the future, but that's my main focus right now. I mean, if you want to follow my channel too, I don't post anything yet, but maybe soon. But that's all I got.
He will be opening up an OnlyFans.
Patent pending.
That is an absolute guarantee.
All right, so let's start.
Yeah, let's start. You wanted to talk about Halloween first?
Yes. So also, I don't think we talked about this, but basically the podcast, I mean, it's going to be in the description, but we're basically talking about anything and everything.
Yeah. And let me just get this out of the way before you continue. Let me just say this. This is not a political podcast. Let's just get that out of the way first. I just have to say that because one of the topics we will be discussing today is revolving around politics, but that doesn't mean we're a political podcast.
Yes.
It's the election we're going to be talking about later on. So.
That's the only thing political we'll be discussing, but that's all we have for politics today.
Yeah. So, but basically, we're going to be talking about different events, different topics. When Christmas comes along, obviously, we'll talk about Christmas. When Super Bowl or the Oscars or movies, big things happen. We'll be talking about those. Right. But for today, it's Halloween, COVID, and it's Boo Boo the Fool versus Mrs. Doubtfire in the election. Yes, Halloween. I think that, in my opinion, if you wanted to rate, I don't know if you want to call Halloween a holiday. I don't think. I mean, it's it's not really a holiday, but
it's weird because kids don't get the day off from school, but yet after school.
They should though.
Well, that's because Halloween happens at night.
Well, yeah, but I mean
at night.
Okay, but
at night.
Well, I mean, so does Christmas Eve for the most part. I mean, like, I know it's like the whole day, but like usually people celebrate and have parties.
Well, that's a little different though. Like Christmas,
Well,
like
yeah, but I mean,
that's like religion. Like Halloween
Okay.
isn't really based around religion. I mean, like it's based around folklore. That's how it got started. So like,
I believe Halloween was started in Germany, where like they would give like little pieces of meat and stuff to homeless people back in like the 1400s, but they would figure, you know what, meat's gonna get spoiled if we just put it in a little baggie and give it to people. So let's just make it candy.
Nicky, I'm just gonna stop you right there. That's not how Halloween was started.
I don't think that's how it.
The way Halloween was started was that. This man said they gave out chunk of meats.
No, because like they would give something to homeless people.
No, so what they
meat.
did was because back in the day, I don't remember where this originally started. I don't think it started in America.
It was in Germany, I think.
But what they would do, because a lot of people believed in like witches and like ghouls, they would put masks on to quote unquote protect themselves.
They would dress up so that the ghosts and all those monsters would confuse them as their own, so that they don't get quote unquote attacked.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
I think that's how it started. It could be wrong, but
I need to stop using Wikipedia.
But no. So back on that, I think if you want to go, I'm not gonna call it a holiday, but my favorite like seasonal things throughout the year, it's Christmas and it's Halloween, because I just like Halloween because it's in the fall. Fall is probably one of my favorite seasons.
I can agree with that.
And then Halloween, you got your like Halloween movies. You can be like spooky. You can be like, you can dress up spoopy. You can dress up as anything you quote unquote. If you're watching the video version, you can see me doing the air quotes. But if you're listening, I'm quote unquote. But like you can dress up as anything you want. So that's why I think Halloween is fun. You get to have fun with people, go to parties, and stuff like that. Go trick or treating. That was like the best part of Halloween.
We're too old for that though.
Well, I mean, we could pull it off.
What was the last time you went trick or treating? Like, how old were you?
I remember it was the last time you and me went.
How old were you?
Sophomore year. Remember, I dressed up as Sonic.
That wasn't the last time for me, I don't think.
Well,
Really?
remember, I worked at Sonic at the time. I had that outfit, and that was
junior year.
That was junior year.
Yeah, that was junior year. I think that was the last year we went.
Okay. So
I remember I was 15. It was I was in my sophomore year. I went as, I think, a guy from Payday too.
I went as Logic.
Are you?
Wait, did you?
Yeah.
You wore the Jurassic Park shirt, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then I had the hat because he always wore like a Jurassic Park hat or some shit like that.
Ah, yes.
He was a good rapper at that time.
At that time.
Did like people recognize you? With like, holy shit, you're Logic.
No, I think I remember.
Well, okay, well, I mean, maybe it's because like
I still got candy.
You know what's funny? I asked him, "What are you?" and he goes, "Logic." And I go, "I have one question." He goes, "What?" And I go, "Have you even seen the original Jurassic Park?" He goes, "No."
no. Oh, what are you supposed to be, Miguel? Homeless.
But no, so that's why I think Halloween is my second favorite, because like the candy, like especially when you're a kid, you like get all the candy and stuff like that. I mean,
Dude,
like
rest in peace, Thanksgiving, right in the middle of like Halloween and like Christmas.
Oh, what are you gonna get? What do they have? Turkey.
What are you gonna do? Put
Gravy.
an inflatable of a turkey in front of your yard?
Well, actually, did you know that in Canada they actually have a Thanksgiving before Halloween? They have it in October.
Yes, I think
Is
I
it
know
called
that.
Thanksgiving? I think
Yeah, they
so.
call it Thanksgiving.
It's
just
their
Canadian
Thanksgiving, because our Thanksgiving.
Christmas is called Box Day, I think, over there.
I have no idea.
No,
Any
I
Canadians who are
think
watching,
they
comment
still
below.
they
I think
celebrate
it's like
Christmas.
Boxing Day or something.
Christmas is a worldwide.
Yeah,
thing.
but they have something similar to Christmas that they don't call
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, and then
I think that's the day after Christmas. They have Boxing
It's
Day.
near Christmas.
I know it's near. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know. Any Canadians watching, if you come across us, let us know in the comments.
yes, A.
But all right. So like, but here's the thing. Now, all this fun we're talking about with Halloween trick or treating parties, that's currently on a halt and restricted right now because of
Wait, what are you talking about?
COVID.
What are you talking about?
Corona.
Oh, that thing.
Oh, that thing. Oh yeah.
That thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's not like there's a pandemic outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if you guys had seen any articles, but I was reading some stuff yesterday regarding like Halloween and like COVID. But you actually did bring up an interesting question when you were jotting down stuff.
Yes.
Is Halloween okay, or should Halloween be allowed during COVID? I think that's a really good like topic for discussion.
I mean, I think it's fine, because you're not, if you're especially with your family or like the people that are in your household and you're going around trick or treating, I think that's okay. And especially if basically everyone's wearing a mask, like a mask, or maybe they're wearing a mask underneath the mask of their costume, I think that's fine. People don't have to hand out candy; they can leave out bowls.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
too.
There's this one person. I mean, so we're from Rhode Island. So there was this person who was on Facebook. This person literally put a big ass pipe leading from his window down all the way down to the lawn. And what he would do, and what he's gonna do, is when people come out for trick or treating, he's gonna just put the candy down the pipe, and it's just gonna go down to the people.
That's just so much extra work. But
It is extra work, but that's kind of cool though.
I respect
It's kind
it.
of like fun for the kids.
Yeah.
kind of type thing.
Yeah, so-
I agree.
I
But, like,
respect it.
I think-
personally for me, I would just put a basket or a bucket, whatever, outside my front lawn.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, what people are doing now, I was reading an article. Like Rhode Island, I think the governor is recommending people do this as well, and they're doing this in other states as well. They're actually they're recommending people to just leave goodie bags on like.
That's what my
porch or
mom
something,
usually
like,
does.
6 feet away from the door.
Because I don't trust kids only take 2 pieces. Nah, I'm taking the whole freaking bowl. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, then again, like kids are gonna be like, oh, please take one bag. They're gonna take like 5 because kids.
Well, no, see, then that's when I'm standing outside of the window with the Michael Myers mask with a knife on and just watching them like, you better just take one.
Like the 2018 movie, just
scare,
all one scene.
Scare them into taking only one.
Now, you remember the clown shit that happened in 2016? I'm going to bring it back.
The Killer Kluan.
The Killer Clown.
Call each bag a fan. Only fans.
And this is where our podcast gets shut down.
Nah, we're doing great. What are you talking about? Oh, so I think I know what like the little like audio is. I think like when you bang the table, the microphone shakes.
Interesting.
So like, cause like every time you hit it, like I see like my microphone just shakes. So try not to like beat the shit out of the table.
And I will. Okay. But no, so Halloween, I think we agree it's safe. But I mean, like,
I do kind of like agree with like certain restrictions. Like, I mean, Halloween, people are wearing masks, so that is a safety precaution. But like, I read somewhere that I think it's in Alabama, because cases are rising in Alabama right now. They're restricting Halloween. They're banning Halloween entirely from downtown.
That's interesting.
From downtown, but then I guess that means like rural and suburban neighborhoods, I guess, are still okay with restriction, but they just completely banned like
that's
downtown.
interesting. I honestly thought like, no mean offense to the South people, but like I honestly, like, from what I've heard, especially with coronavirus, I mean, like, Rhode Island, we've been okay. Recently we've been just kind of scary. I think we're gonna go into another lockdown in November.
I hope not.
Not either.
I mean, like, I think like after Halloween and before Thanksgiving, I'm really hoping that we've kind of like, because we've also been doing more. That's the thing. That's why cases are rising, is because we've been getting more tests. Like beforehand, we would be doing like at least 5,000 tests a day, and then we would be getting between like 60 and 200 cases. And the other day, yesterday, we did like over 15,000, and we got
just yesterday.
Yeah, 15,000. We got 400 cases from that. So you like people. That's why I think, because of COVID, I hate the media more, because they're like, oh no, 400 cases, oh my god. But then also when you keep reading the article, it says, because that's also because the 15,000 tests were done.
Right.
If you want,
because more and more tests are becoming available.
If you want to look at it, I mean, not everyone around has gotten a test, but there is 987,000 people who got in the test right now. That's almost the entire population of Rhode Island.
Yeah, we have a population of about a little over 1 million.
Yeah. So
did
like,
you guys get tested?
Well, I recently got tested.
Yeah,
yes.
me too.
Yes,
I got tested about 2 weeks ago. I know you recently did, like a week ago. So.
Oh, you did? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So you're positive, right?
No, shut up.
But no, but like the reason we also do this, and and if you watch the channel, me and Nicky going to haunts or not and stuff like that, we know that basically wherever we're going, I'm staying at my house, or if anything, I'm hanging out with them, and that's it. I know where I'm going. I make sure it, and that's why. Man.
He's the only person I've been hanging out with. Please God, someone please
but
get
like,
me
and
another
also,
friend.
and also, I also recently got a scare. That's why I made sure I got a test, and thankfully it came back negative. But I also hate it when people say it's not real, and that just pisses me off. Now,
that like, because like, I'm not trying to get like emotional, but I lost an uncle in April to COVID.
Yeah,
so people who say that they can bite my cock off.
Yeah, my grandmother like a month ago got diagnosed. She was on like a oxygen thing. Thankfully she's okay now. She's all right. But like but my uncle recently he was coughing up a lung. So I'm like, oh well, and then he got tested and he was tested positive. But like I think.
And then isn't that when you went and got
tested? That's why I got tested, and that's why I'm living with my dad. But like. That's so I'm fine. Me and my mom got tested, so we're fine with that. But like, it's people who say it's not real and it's the same thing as the flu.
You're dead wrong.
You're
dead wrong. But there's also where a lot of people are saying they're fidgeting the numbers, and I can sort of agree with that.
Well, yeah, because here's the thing. Because here's what I heard that they've been doing.
And I think I know what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah. So apparently now. I don't know.
Now remember, we are not a news source, so please take whatever we say with a grain of salt, please.
Yeah, and this is just based on like what I read and like what I've seen. So apparently, what they've been doing as counting COVID deaths is, let's say someone gets COVID, right? They recover from it. a week or two later they die from something else, they will count that as a death from COVID, even
Because
if the
they had
death was
COVID.
not related to
Yeah.
COVID. Like, let's say like someone gets COVID, 2 weeks later they recover. The week after they get into a car accident, they will count that as a COVID death. They may count that he died by like a fatal car accident, but they'll still count that as a COVID death, which I think is low-key kind of fucked up, because then are they doing that purposely just to scare us, to like make it seem like worse than it is? And I'm not trying to downplay
lot of
COVID.
people-
It is a disease we should be taking seriously, but then like when you're like messing with the numbers like that, that's kind of fucked, don't you think?
But I mean, like, okay, so
But I think that also leads to why so many people think it's fake, because like they believe stories to that like religiously, and they're like, oh,
That's true.
well, I want to
so then if the media is lying, then that means if they're they're not lying specifically, but they're like
Over exaggerate.
they're over-exaggerating. That's what the media
Over-exaggerating.
does. That's what the media does.
See,
And
everything
like,
in moderation. It's like you should like, even though those stories aren't true, you shouldn't just believe that the entire virus is fake.
I
No.
try not to believe any news source unless it's like covered like by multiple like news stations. or
I
something.
like to believe like locally. Like
Local's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Local
local,
news
not
is
like
actually
CNN
pretty
and
good.
Fox. I'm sorry.
I
don't believe anything they say.
I can't trust any polls from CNN or Fox.
Well, because right
Shout
now,
out to Emily Volts.
okay, so people again who are watching on video form, which would probably come out a few days after the podcast audio, he just winked at the camera.
No, I winked at Emily Volts. Get it right.
Anyways, so
I don't know who that is.
She's on local news. I forget what station.
anyways, so a lot of people are like, it's not as bad as people say. So this is where it gets tricky. When it first started, COVID, like, I'm not gonna say targeted because
Stop banging the table.
it's a habit. Okay, I'm Italian.
Also,
I like to bang.
Also, you actually don't need to be so close to the mic, because if you look at the audio, it's like ready. If I talk like this, it's like gonna explode.
Nikki, I'm gonna be as close as I can. Okay, so it's when COVID first came out, a lot of deaths happened. I shouldn't say a lot of deaths, but like it was a good amount. I was okay.
We had a good amount of cases.
So a good amount of cases and a good amount of deaths. Not a lot of news. Saw this recently, probably when like summer started, July and August, especially when like the heat came, it started dying down. Now it's getting cold, so it's probably going up. That's obviously another
Well, yeah, because
reason
flu
why.
season's coming
But
pretty soon too.
It was
That's the thing that's gonna cause-
because a lot of people who had health conditions and were in their elders are the most reasons of death. Like that's why the most reasons of death. You do not see. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but like you don't see like 20-year-olds are dying, 30-year-olds are dying.
Unless
No,
they have
it's
like a pre-medical
a
condition.
pre-medical condition, yes, like a heart disease or something
Right.
else. So when it started, nursing homes, especially around here, especially one near us, North Providence, it got slammed with COVID, and like a lot of patients were dying, and it was upsetting. And a lot of news sources nowadays, not nowadays, but like ever since I want to say like August or July or August, they did not talk about deaths a lot. When it's first started, they're like, oh, we've hit 200,000 deaths. Yes, that is terrible. That's terrible that this thing is killing that many people, but it's not being covered as much. And the reason why is because I'm not trying to sound mean, but like it was only because it was old people or people with health conditions. And people are saying like, oh, it's going to kill everyone. It's going to kill everyone. I hate to say it, but there are a lot of things that are true about this and a lot of things that are not.
If you are a young, able-bodied individual with no like health problems, like you don't have like severe asthma or you don't have any kind of heart condition,
You are going to be fine.
you're going to be fine. I mean, again, not trying to downplay it. If you do get it, you should definitely quarantine yourself for 14 days. Stay away from everyone. Don't go to work. Nothing. But 99% chance you will recover.
Yeah, so like I think the death rate, it's been jumping around, but like at one point it was at 4%, and now it's at like 1 point something. So it's actually
Yeah.
gone down. I think. I don't quote me on that, but like it's the death.
I do think you're right, because
yeah.
like if you go to Worldometer, I think it's like a 99% chance survival rate, because like it'll show like all the current
Actually,
active cases
all
right now.
While we talk, I'm gonna do that right now.
Okay, yeah. So it's like if you go on Worldometer, that's like this website I've been using like ever since like March, when like it started happening.
Yeah, I would not search the web app. No, search the app.
We all knew though, like as soon as it hit New York City, like first
as soon as he hit New York City,
we knew
California,
we knew it was done. We knew like
So
everything
right
was
now-
done for it. It was
So right
done.
now, this is what they don't. That's actually
Boston as well.
Yeah, Boston. I wasn't like the first case around us in Massachusetts. Like one
Yeah.
guy caught in Massachusetts.
And
He
then
went,
Rhode Island was 2
and then
cases, and
the
then-
Rhode Island, the first people to get it in Rhode Island were people who came back from Italy.
And
That's right.
and I remember I was over your house and we were watching it live, like the cases and stuff like that, like when it first started. But like right now I'm on it. So right now, I'm going to read it as exact. Now, this is why I love this website, and that's why news source, even local, don't even talk about recover. Right now, there are 42 million confirmed cases. When news, this is why I hate CNN so fucking much, is because they say 42 million people are infected. That is false. 42 million people have had it. Right now, recovered is 31 million. Right now, there's only 10 million infected, but the news
10
source,
million active cases.
10 million active cases. Right now, it's 9 million, almost 10 million in mild condition, and then 76,000.
Is that worldwide or is that
worldwide?
Yeah.
Okay, so
worldwide. Sadly, is 1 million deaths, but like it's. If you, I'm gonna sound like an asshole, but like 1 million compared to 7 billion.
Right. I mean, it's still sad.
It's still sucky, but it's not as. Most of those are,
so
like I said, old people and health cases.
Update us on the numbers in the U.S. if they pop up.
So closed cases are 32 million. Okay, so closed cases.
And right now, I believe India is skyrocketing in cases.
Yeah.
India right now is 7. Right now, so I remember we were originally getting between May. They definitely are. Right now in U.S. it's 8 million total cases. Total deaths 229,000. Recovered. They do not talk about this. Is 5 million.
So there's 3 million active cases.
Right.
So that's like,
and like majority of those are mild.
But that's why CNN
that's like
and
1% of the U.S. population.
Right.
Wait, well, how much?
If I'm doing my math right, like 1%.
3 million. That's like
that's like 330 million.
Like 20 million. So that's like I don't know how to do the math. It's like 0.03%. But still though, people here's what I don't get. Like you have like these people specifically like in Hollywood, you have like these TikTok star. I'm looking at you, Bryce Hall. We're like, no, I'm calling that motherfucker out.
Oh my god, we're gonna get shut down by a TikTok.
I'm sorry. Look, no, I'm going to call people out like this because they will use that statistic and they'll say, oh, it's not a big deal. Oh, you have like a 99.999% chance of surviving.
He is right on that.
That is true. But the fact that he's downplaying that still is disturbing because like you can still like, it doesn't matter if you have a 99% chance of recovering because he's looking at that from a statistic standpoint. You have that high of a chance surviving it if you have no pre-medical conditions and you're healthy as a bull and you're younger. If you are older, it's like that statistic almost doesn't even matter. If you're older and you have like, let's say you've been a smoker for 20-something years, or
Bryce Hall definitely is.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying, but like if you're an older folk and you're like, you've been smoking for like 30-something years and you catch it, I'm sorry to tell you, but you don't have that high of a chance of surviving.
Well, see, I also read. See, this is where the news media, I don't know what to trust. There was the thing where like the woman was like 113, she survived it, and then
some elderly people do survive it. Though.
Yeah, but what I find funny is like this woman who survived the Spanish or whatever the 1920 flu, also survived Corona. You know what's funny? She was only 2 months. So saying that she survived it, I'm like,
well, I mean,
and it's making, but see, that's what the news sources do. They make it seem like.
Well, to be fair, when we're older, we're gonna tell our youngest that, listen, I survived the COVID era.
I survived that.
You know what I'm gonna? If I have kids and grandkids, here's what I'm gonna tell my kids. I'm gonna sit them down. I'm gonna say, sit down, son. Let me tell you a great story with a tear in my eye. I'm gonna say,
just tell them 2020.
I survived the year and the catastrophe. That was 2020.
Like, son, the half of the world died. 5 billion deaths.
Grandpa, what was it like back then? Oh, every time we left our house, we had to wear hazmat suits. Everywhere you saw was radioactive fallout.
No, you know what you should do as well? You should show them the movie 2012 and be like, yeah, I survived that too.
Yeah, that was actually a precursor to 2020. That's what 2020
You know what Nicky's going to do?
I woke up and I just saw a giant wave just
come
over the city.
You know what Nicky's going to do? Nicky's going to pop in on Blu-ray, I Am Legend. He's going to tell a kid, this is actually a biography of what I went through. That's actually me.
Why? They had to change my name for legal reasons.
and my skin color.
Okay. Shout out Will Smith.
Shout out Will Smith. What a good boy. Good boy. Okay.
Yes, it's a good boy.
But that's.
It's kind of funny. We were originally gonna lean into like COVID after we were done with talking about Halloween, but we kind of just shot right into COVID.
Well, but that's why I like doing this because we just. I mean, we didn't go off topic. We kept going into it further, which I think that's why I like doing this podcast.
Yeah, no, that was supposed to happen. I'm just saying, like, I feel like I wanted to say something more for Halloween, but now I don't know, so I guess we could just continue talking about COVID.
Yeah, and
because we're only at 23 minutes. That's too short for a podcast. We got to keep going on for like at least.
So we're just gonna keep talking. So but no, so like I mean, in the summer, surprisingly in the summer,
as crowded as the beaches were, it did not spread.
It did not
as
spread,
much.
and you still got case where like people in Rhode Island between 2,000 and 5,000 people got tested per daily, and then we got between 80 and 200 cases.
Wait, can
which
you
for
pull Domino real quick? I just want to see something.
Yeah, that's fine. What do you want to
I
look?
just want to look at like the statistics for let me see real quick.
If you want to do Rhode Island, you have to press
No,
US
I'm gonna
up.
look at countries.
So that's, and I remember China, like, what was it? China was the first, and then they stopped it completely. Like they flattened the curve, but then people were saying
That's
that
what
like,
they say. I don't
no,
think
that's
China's
what I'm
known
leaning
the
into.
entire
Like a lot of
truth.
people like said that like, oh, they fidgeted their numbers.
They did fidget their numbers. I know.
I believe that
Definitely
100%.
So you think they haven't?
They were not truthful when it first started.
No, but how about now? Do you think they're truthful still?
I mean, I definitely think they are not as bad as like
yeah.
us, India or Brazil, because I think we would have found out by now. But I don't
Like,
think
what's the UK right now? I just want to shits and giggles.
UK,
is not
let's
even
see.
with us, right?
the UK
It's like number 11, right?
no. Oh yeah, they're number 11 right now. Yeah.
So I remember like when we were between May and July, we were getting 23,000 cases per day, and I remember 23 to 25,000 cases, and the news outlets went literally crazy. They were like, "We're gonna have 200,000." That they made it seem like this was the end of the world.
Yeah.
We're now in the United States. We're now getting average 30 to 45,000 cases per day. No news outlet is like saying like, guys, they're not pushing this out anymore because it's not important to them anymore.
So
No, because the election's important right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about that later. I was actually just looking at like some of the like African countries, and they're actually like in the lower thing, because I wanted to bring up like when we were talking about the summer, and like I think one of the main reasons why,
hot.
even though the beaches were crowded and it wasn't spreading, is because it was hot as hell. We had a pretty hot summer this year, because like the thing is like I
don't think it was that hot.
So you think the heat has something to do
Yes,
with
God,
this?
yeah.
yes, I
And,
do
like-
believe that, because it's we're getting to the colder weather.
And
Not
that's why-
colder, but like it's more cases are spiking up.
That's why you don't hear a lot about Africa, because obviously it is hotter than fuck
Yeah.
down there. So like while they are still getting cases, the heat has been killing off a good amount of it. So like that's why during the summer, because
So then how can you explain how Florida is rising in cases?
well, it's because,
Because
like,
I'm
people
sorry,
that don't follow
the
protocol.
governor is a fucking dumbass.
Ron DeSantis, I doubt you'll ever hear this, but go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out of my state.
Oh
my
God.
uncle, who's from Florida, I talked to him about it. He goes, what do you think your governor's doing? He goes, this dude. He's just started with this dude is the dumbest person I've ever met.
Honestly,
My-
bro.
Because they opened up, because for football games, I think they were only
They
doing, like,
opened up back in May. No, June.
What was it, July?
It was around there, but
May
they
or
opened up
June.
way too early.
Yeah, that's why cases.
They
are
don't
rising
care
again.
about masks. I mean, unless things have changed, they
so-
don't care
so
about
does
masks that
Texas.
much.
Listen, let me explain. My mom lives in Florida. I'm not gonna say where, but my mom lives in Florida, and she follows
Orlando.
protocol. She stays like in her house. She does her thing. She stays away from people. She goes to the beach, but like in the morning when there's not a lot of people there.
That's fair.
But like, and she said to me, she
Imagine
goes,
going to
Nicky,
the beach in
no,
October.
she called me one day. She says, Nicky, people here don't follow protocol. I will see people having parties. People will be crowded in bars, no masks, nothing. And she says, I like stay away from all of that, but I will see like on local Florida news that like people are at bars and it's just crowded. So
And the people who go to like Disney,
so that's the reason why, although it's hot as hell down there, people aren't following protocol. I can imagine that the people in Africa are probably taking it more seriously than the people in Florida.
yeah, like,
And
like
Texas.
the top
Yeah.
the top 5 for the United States is Texas with 900,000, California
number
with
one?
900,000, Florida with number 3 with 776,000, New York with 528,000.
Where's Rhode Island?
Rhode Island is
Rhode Island's like
number
30th.
41.
41.
That's pretty good, actually.
That's
number-
not bad.
That's not bad at all. We were
Vermont and Maine are 2,000 and 6,000 cases
They're doing better
in
than,
total.
Well, to be fair, they're so spaced out.
yeah.
and-
They have Portland, then you just go up and it's just
Yeah,
woods.
yeah.
Just woods.
So is New Hampshire and Vermont.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised New Hampshire has 10,000.
Well,
though.
back in like I remember back in April, I think Rhode Island was like number like 20 something, so it went down. Even though
Oh
cases
no,
are still kind of rising.
I don't
We
like.
might go back up though.
That's the thing.
Yeah, but
I
see,
mean,
I don't like
everyone's gonna go
Gina
back
as
up,
a
though.
governor for Rhode Island. The governor, I did not like her, but the way she handled the coronavirus at the beginning
was good.
was good. Now she's kind of like, because now she's saying like, okay, so she's
Now
obviously
she's
right.
contradicting herself.
Yes.
a
Yeah,
little.
Now
100%.
she's like, oh, no parties with Halloween parties with 15 over. Obviously, yes. If you have a party with over 50 people, you are an idiot.
I think she said 15.
50. I'm just saying with 50
Okay,
people, you're an
okay,
idiot, because
okay.
people are still going to do that.
Yeah.
But then she's also like, oh, but it's fine that people are going to schools in public, even though they're wearing
so,
masks.
So
Right.
how can you expect like what 200 plus kids to go back to school, sit in a classroom.
Our North Providence High School has
No, I'm just saying that there's
1,000 kids.
Exactly, but I'm talking about elementary too as well, and like
Yeah.
middle school. Like how do you expect 200 like little kids, 200 plus little kids to like stay in a room and not like expect them to like follow the rules?
Right.
I mean,
but then like you can't have a party at 15. That
Exactly.
makes no sense. That's
I mean, what the?
education's important. Yeah, I get that. But
Yeah,
like, and I know online schooling is hard, but you got to put safety over everything before anything else. In just my
Yes,
honest
but like
opinion.
I mean, the way that they're doing it at the high school, the high school that we're near, the one that we all graduated from, is that they're doing it pretty well. When you go in the halls, you have to stay on the left side. And Cameron, my brother, when he was going to school before they actually went back to online, because I think like 2 kids had corona and then they shut down the school, which is good on that. Good job, go Ho.
Just give out the whole information. Yeah.
I'm not.
He's saying names. He's saying where we went to school. Just give
Yes.
it. Just shout out our address, bro.
Okay, so Nicky lives at 666.
Oh my god.
But no, so the
I
way that
just-
they're doing
I just
it
think
is
they should
well.
have kept schools shut down
I
just a
agree.
little bit longer.
I agree.
Well,
We
yeah.
probably wouldn't have as much cases as right now if the schools were still shut
I
down.
mean, maybe like the weekend cases they'll do like Monday. They'll say like the weekend cases, but like I know yesterday they had 449 cases, but that like I said they had like over 15,000 tests that day, so that's a lot of fucking tests.
Right.
So, and we only have 22,000 cases. What I don't like about what Rhode Island is not doing, they have not said anything about
How many have recovered?
They never cite that. They
You
never do
cannot.
that.
I will go on Safari, and I've done it the other day. I will do it again right now. You go on Rhode Island coronavirus. It will recovered. It just has a line.
We just gotta wait for a vaccine.
That's-
Which sucks.
Which I want to say by the time
Also, while he, sorry, go ahead.
I want to say by 2021, the beginning of 2021, they'll hopefully have something. Yeah, it's look deaths, and then it doesn't even say recovered.
So
we have
okay,
30,000 cases.
And then it shows the amount of deaths, but it doesn't show how many people recovered. See, like they should at least include that. If you're going to include everything else, why not just include the recovery? Because it'll make people feel like, okay,
Because
at least people are recovering, and this isn't the end of the world. But also, by the way, I guess while he does that, let me just say now, anyone who's watching this, if you're like someone our age or just someone in general, please go get tested. Even if you don't feel sick, do it, because I'm sure you have elderly. I'm sure you have someone in your family who's sick.
I don't think.
Listen, go get tested. It's not a big deal. I'll even give you advice. A lot of places you have to call them up and make an appointment, and then you park into like the building's parking lot, and they do it right from your car. Some places do that. That's how I got tested. But just go get tested. It's not a big deal. They shove the thing up your nose for like 5 seconds. It's not a big deal. It's a lot better than when like they first did it. Like I remember when they first did it back in like March. They
Shoved
all the way
up.
back to your
They
car,
shoved
brain.
up a crayon up there.
Literally, they think
A
we're Marines.
Crayola marker.
Yeah, but now they don't go as far. And like
No,
they
when
hold
I
for,
did it, they were literally
5
like,
seconds.
whoop, you're done. I go, excuse me.
Yeah. I remember when I did it though.
It was uncomfortable, wasn't it?
It wasn't comfortable, and my eyes watered like crazy.
Jesus.
No, only because my sinuses. Like when they did that, they kind of like flared up my sinuses because
Rip.
my allergies were already driving me crazy.
See, this is why because right now I have allergies, and I obviously it's phlegm. Like
Yeah.
it's just like phlegm, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
sometimes
sneezing, and I'm like,
Did you
Jesus.
guys have like a weird like taste in the back of your mouth after you got tested? Like it had like that medical taste. Like after they were done doing
Yeah,
it,
like it felt
it
like
tasted like phlegm,
Yeah.
and then it tasted like
because it was going from your nose, and now it's dripping back to the
yeah,
down your
it
throat.
had like a weird taste. I tried
Yeah.
to eat everything that day, and it was still there by the end of the day.
Oh, I didn't have that problem, but I mean, maybe
It was-
because they did a quicker one on me. I don't know. Or like they did a newer version of it than the one that they did with you.
Maybe I should take my Flintstone gummies instead.
Dude, those shits will help us out
yeah, that's the cure to
tremendously.
COVID.
Bro, I used to take those when I was a kid, bro. I was a god, bro. I felt like I was Superman.
Yeah,
when I
2 a
took them.
day, didn't you?
Okay, did you guys get the gummy ones or like the hard candy ones?
I got both.
the gummies.
The gummies.
I got
used
both.
to get both, but the gummies were way better, especially the
Yeah.
blueberry flavored, bro.
Yeah.
My
I mean,
God.
like, yeah, those were. I mean, the chalk ones were okay. The chalk ones. The
Chalk zone.
The fuck chalk stone. But like those were okay. But I mean, but like notice how. Remember when it was like in some like early summer they were talking about a vaccine like getting started, that they came quote unquote close or stuff like that, but now they don't even talk about it anymore.
Well, yeah, that's because like vaccines take a really long time.
Oh,
You know
no,
how much
they-
testing and protocol they got to go through just to make a vaccine? Like,
Currently, right now, I hear there's 11 on their final phase, and then they just have to get approved.
right? They're saying
And-
hopefully by like either the beginning of 2021 or the end of this year they should have it.
One company says at the end of November.
Yeah, I heard that too.
End of November.
Yeah, the end of it'll be approved. It just won't be like distributed like as much.
Bro, it must be the owners of macaroni and cheese because that shit ain't coming out at the end of November. I'll tell you that. That's definitely gonna be. I'm 2021. And then
So I think at least one will be approved by the end of the year.
I mean, Russia said that they have the vaccine. Like, no, obviously I did. When I read that online, I was like, Russia. I swear to God,
they're rushing to get a vaccine.
Jesus, I keep banging on the table.
No, because like if Russia's like vaccine really worked, then we probably would like everyone would have it right now. Concerning our president is buddy with Putin.
Yeah, he has him over for lunch.
Honestly, he'd like, yo. Quite frankly,
no, he's holding his hand ready to give hold of my hand. He's like, hey, Putin.
Quite frankly, can you lend us some vaccines?
What do you have for me today? Well,
you know.
Donald,
Don't forget, quite frankly.
Donald, I have a very good virus for you. Here you go. Here's the. Let me put this in your veins.
Oh, thank you,
what is this?
Vladimir.
It's heroin.
Oh, this is bleach. This is the bleach I was talking about to use. But no, I do think that I do hope that like they get a vaccine by the end of the year because when winter
they'll
hits,
probably have it approved by the end of the year.
Well, here's
the thing. I hope it's actually out by like December because like when flu season hits and the winter hits, it's gonna be It's gonna be a cold.
That's where we're gonna
winter.
get into a lockdown. But here's the thing. I'm gonna prepare everyone, and I already know what's gonna happen. I bet you that even though there's gonna be a vaccine, we're gonna still have to wear a mask.
Oh, yeah,
For a little bit.
I want to say until summer.
Schools are definitely
till summer 2021 or the fall of 2021. We're probably still gonna have to wear masks if we do not get the vaccine by the early 2021.
I feel like fall 2021 schools should be back to normal.
Hopefully, if the vaccine comes out by then.
Because they're gonna mandate children to be vaccinated.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
At least for the U.S.
But then there's also fear that like the vaccine is gonna be like money. Like you're gonna have to.
No, they can't do that.
They can't, bro.
If they do that, then you know the government's behind it and that aliens are real.
Goodbye.
Yeah, let's just raid Area 51 for real this time.
For real this time.
But no,
good time.
Wearing a mask is like a lifestyle for a little while.
No,
that's the thing.
Asking for money for a COVID vaccine is like asking to pay for your life.
It
is.
Yeah,
but
that's
like Jesus.
considering that it's happening to everyone.
Well, it's funny you say that because I actually saw like this video yesterday. The company that's like in charge of like one of the main distributors for opioids are actually getting federally charged right now. I forget what company.
Why?
Well, because
I forget. I know what company it is. I forget how to pronounce it. It's like PFIZER.
PF Chang's?
No, it's this man. We need a new co-host already. No. It was a video. I forget the name of the company. I forget the family's name, but like they're being like federally charged because of the whole opioid because like they've been distributing them, and like they've been highly over recommending them to people. But and when I was watching the video, he's a commentary YouTuber I watched named Optimus. He's a really cool dude.
Prime.
He was saying that like it's kind of fucked because like the area he grew up in, opioid addiction was crazy and like it was so easy to get opioids, but to get an EpiPen, is that what it's called? EpiPen to like help with your addiction, that shit costed like up to $600. You literally have to pay to save your life
for a pack of 10.
Like just like diabetes too.
Literally,
yeah,
because
that
you literally
shit
have
get
to
a
pay
lot.
just to save your life.
Because I saw this article the other day and it was like diabetes is it's like cheap to make. But like the companies
Insulin and
that
stuff.
sell, insulin.
Did you say diabetes is easy to make?
Insulin, my bad.
I mean, diabetes is cheap to make. Just get the bag of donuts.
Yeah, you just gotta.
It's our first episode. You got this, Miguel.
Okay. Insulin is like somewhat cheap to make, and then like the manufacturers just like up the price every single year.
Like EpiPens I think cost like
300.
like $30-something to make just for one, and they cost like $600.
Yeah.
A pack.
Welcome to America.
Welcome to America.
That's why low-key we live in an oligarchy. The rich can get what they want.
Yeah,
like you can get the best lawyers, the best medicine, the best health.
This is why low-key want to move to another country because like in other countries like Japan and I think it was either Finland or Switzerland. Like I've heard stories of like people getting sick and then they go like get help at whatever like clinic or hospitals and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, like the nurses and stuff like, oh, I'm sorry, you don't have any insurance in our country, it's gonna be like $1.50. I'm like,
okay, but you're also talking about the countries that make folklore and like the Loch Ness monster, so
well,
you got a little bit
I don't
of
know if this has anything to do with it. I mean, I know America has its problems, but I'm gonna say right now, America is one of the best countries to live in. I know you probably don't agree, but
I do not agree.
I do think like
I mean, it's
when it
all
comes
right.
to like government wise, I know our government is fucked, but if you look at like how other countries are, it's probably one of the better ones to live in. I'm just saying that right
It
now.
is.
I'm just
America
saying,
right now, I know is in a tough place, but like
it's not the best country in the world.
it's not the best. I'm just saying it's one of the better ones to live
Yes.
in. I'd rather live in America than like anywhere in the Middle East, Russia, China. I'd rather live in America
That
over
I can
anywhere.
agree with.
Like when they say
South
like
America,
America is home of the free, home of the brave, and then
But
there's
nothing's free.
there's tiny little writing on the document. It's like fine print, like oh you also have to pay for this and that and that and that. Like
Yeah.
it's not it's
So-
very fine print of where we live. But honestly, I mean like it's all right to live in. I mean I don't want to move.
I mean, think about
out
it.
of
Like
the country.
think about everything that we have done so far. America has given us the freedom to do it. And I'm not trying to be like a complete patriarchy, like, oh, America's the best country. No one talk about my country like that. No, you know,
Yeah.
we live in the country, so we have a right to criticize it. And I do think there's a lot of problems with America,
A
but this
lot.
is the country that has given me all the opportunities. It's a country that's given me the opportunity to have the freedom to start this podcast, to do what I want, to eat out what I want, to choose what career choice I want,
Yeah.
to go to school with what I want. Now, of course, there's a literal price to pay for that. You got to have more money if you want to go to one of the better schools. You can have better grades, sure, but
Man, if we
at
did-
least we're given that opportunity. And I may have missed out on that opportunity to go to like, you know, Harvard, but at least I was given the opportunity.
Future Harvard dropouts.
Literally.
future Harvard didn't
Dude, what the
even
fuck
do-
happened to Lil Pump? He's dead now. He's fucking dead.
Oh my God.
Just off topic for a second, I think that man died. Anyways.
No,
remember
he
little,
fell off.
Remember little Tay? How annoying she was.
Dude. Oh my God.
Bro, like that, like
I think she's still
honestly,
having-
I would rather go back to that time than what we are in right
Honestly.
I agree.
now.
Times were simpler.
I tell you, when we quote unquote raided Area 51, things have changed. Like the government's on our ass now. Just
Maybe
think about
Area
it.
Maybe Area 51 was holding COVID and they just released it. But they blamed it
They
on
were like,
China.
okay, release them.
Release the Kraken.
Release the
Order
hounds.
66.
But where was I going with this? With like this America thing?
I don't know where you were going with this.
No, I was
Nikki.
just saying that like I know America right now, especially right now, is in a pretty tough place. And
Yes.
I know there's a lot of problems with it, but you know I still.
I mean, you
love
can't
this
blame
country.
us. Like everyone's in a tough place right now.
Yeah,
what's happening in the
obviously.
world? Like if COVID did not exist, we would be. I think everyone would be a different one of themselves, and we would be in a totally different situation.
Yeah, well, I feel like we wouldn't be as hateful as like
And
we
also,
are right now
I mean,
because
like-
like everyone's just everywhere you go. Like I'll go on social media, I'll see on the news. I mean, the world is always a hateful place, but ever since COVID hit, people are just like hateful. You can't even have an
Very
opinion
hateful.
anymore,
Like,
bro.
it's like you say something like, nope, cancel him. I'm like,
literally
are you,
every
like,
day you go on
serious?
Twitter, insert celebrity's name is over party. Like what the fuck?
Well, now obviously there are some celebrities that really do need to get canceled and stuff
Right,
like that. But
but
like
then-
then there's people that are like, are you serious? Like you really gonna like like I saw someone like cancel Ryan Reynolds, and I'm like, are
that's
you
the thing, right?
serious?
So like when someone does really need to be canceled, it gets
I think-
all like the fake cancellations get in the way, and then whenever you see like someone getting canceled when they should be canceled, you're saying, oh, it's just another one of those Twitter trends.
I think the most recent one was Chris Pratt. 'Cause
Yeah.
he was
Yes,
being,
like
he was being
that's-
attacked on Twitter
No. You know what? You know how he was being attacked?
because he supported Trump.
No,
No. There was also
No?
another reason.
Yeah, that's
no.
the reason I saw.
No,
it.
There's another reason though. He's the least liked Chris.
yeah. So
in
there's
Marvel.
this thing.
Yeah,
That's why they started
because
it.
he supported Trump.
No.
That's why they.
No, Chris
no, so-
Evans supports
wait,
Trump.
Let me explain. So there was
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Hold on, let me
Oh.
explain. Just so they had like a thing. It was like these four Chris's.
No, I'm-
which one is like the least favorite? And Chris Pratt was like the
And-
one that was voted the least.
Because he
But then like people got mad because like his co-hosts were like backing him. Like Robert Downey was like, I forget what he said, but you know he came in support of him.
I posted on
So-
my Insta. Yeah, but like so like
And
you,
I heard that like he wasn't going to be attending like a Joe Biden like party with the rest of his crew or something.
yeah, exactly.
I-
what Miguel said.
I didn't
think
hear
he-
that.
Yeah, you didn't.
I know
Avengers
he
are
didn't attend something, but I don't think it was something for Joe Biden.
No, it was something for Joe Biden. I forget what
That's
it
what
was.
the
but-
Avengers are doing. They're doing a Joe Biden rally for
Yeah,
him.
and I think he was like the only one that didn't go. So
I mean,
people
that's okay.
automatically assume that like,
like
he's a Trump
he's
supporter.
well, I mean, I don't care if he's a Trump supporter. I really don't care.
Who gives a shit?
Like, I don't care what you support as long as you are supporting it with the right way.
mindset. The right mindset.
Right mindset, and you're not shitty person. You're not a hurtful person. You literally like like. I'm not saying I do. But I'm like I'm Chris Pratt, and I support Trump. Like I'm not gonna throw a tomato at you. I'm like okay, that's fine, that's fair. I still respect you as a person because you're not an asshole. So
Right.
that's why the way people like are doing things is just like stupid.
Like here's the thing. At the end of the day, if you're a cool person, like if you're someone who respects differentiating opinions, and if you're someone who can acknowledge that someone's going to have a different opinion than you, and you respect that, people with decent common sense are going to respect you back. Like, I don't care that like my friends. I know multiple friends who have differentiating political opinions than me. We're still best friends. We're still best friends. We're still great friends. Who gives a shit?
For now.
4 years ago, me and Nicky's views were complete opposite.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
I was the same person I was 4 years ago.
You were a little bit harder.
You were. Dead.
Okay. I know what you mean. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
he
so
rode
like,
around in the truck with a flag in the back.
So
I'm
4
kidding.
years ago, I was like crazy hard Trump supporter.
Like he would masturbate
Now-
to him.
No, I didn't do that, but I did buy like a MAGA hat back in 2016.
You had a pen too.
Because back then I was like, I was really big into politics, and I remember back then I wanted to be a politician.
You wanted to be the president.
I wanted to be like the next Silvio Berlusconi or something fucking shit. But now it's not that I have differentiating views now. I mean, my views have changed as time has gone on, but I'm just not as political anymore. I mean, right now everyone's political because of the election, but like overall, me as a person,
pisses me off,
I'm
by
not
the way.
political anymore.
I hate politics. I don't want to be involved in politics.
I agree.
But
I hate them
unfortunately,
too.
I do have to, just because as a person of color, I cannot support one of the candidates.
That's fine. That's fair, and you're fully entitled to that opinion.
And like which is fine. And then it's people like, not people like you, but you're white and you support Trump. And then I hate it when people say this, and I see it on Snapchat, I see it on Instagram. People will say that's not word for word what I'm saying, but they will say a word for word and something different. But they will say, if you support Trump, you're a racist.
Yeah, literally. Which
that is not true,
that's just
because
not
the
true,
man
right?
sitting next to me on my left on the video is not a racist. He's not. Just because he's white and he supports Trump does not mean he's a racist.
Literally.
Now,
here's the thing. I'm not like. I'm not over here saying that Trump is the best president ever. No, I definitely think he's done a lot of stupid things. But if it came between him and Joe Biden, I'm sorry, I'm not voting for Biden. It's just not happening. I'm sorry. I didn't even really want to talk about who I was going to vote for, but now that we're already talking about this, I'm not voting for Biden.
did you already
I'm sorry.
vote?
Yeah, I already voted. I voted by mail.
Yeah, I voted as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I already voted, but I'm sorry, I'm just not voting as Biden. If there was like a better candidate to vote for, I would have voted for. But who else are we gonna fucking vote for? Kanye? Who's unironically voting for Kanye? Let's just memes aside. Who's voting for Kanye?
Kyle Finn.
Oh, son of Lynn Finn.
We're adding you. We're calling you out.
Oh my god.
Kyle Finn,
Finn.
son of Lynn Finn.
Jesus Christ.
But
we're just giving out information now, I guess. That's cool.
Well, yeah, that's fine. But no, I'm gonna write down Mickey Mouse name. Because both of them are, like I said in the beginning, we have Boo Boo the Fool and we have Mrs. Doubtfire. Like that's literally what I'm looking at right now.
Right.
So I'm like, oh my god.
Both candidates are shit, to be honest.
And then like, oh, were you gonna say something?
No, just that.
So like and then people are like also like looking at the vice presidents too, and you want to look at
I'd rather have Kamala Harris over Mike Pence.
Well, I would too.
Realistically, what is Mike Pence doing in office?
Getting rid of the gays, apparently.
Exactly.
No, he's the fly. He's the fly king.
Yeah,
The fly.
Be like, yeah.
He said, I'm
new
so
new
fly.
army. We're gonna kill the flies now.
We're gonna kill the flies. We're gonna electrocute the flies.
Anti-mosquito squad.
Anti-mosquito squad.
If he runs for president, he's gonna be like, all right, Disney World is now a communist state.
All right, everyone gets HIV. You get HIV. You get
HIV, and you get AIDS.
Oh. Did you guys watch the VP debate?
I didn't.
No, I watched
it. It was
a little
actually
bit.
it was a lot better than
She
both
was-
presidential debates.
Harris is a very good speaker.
Yeah, they both are honestly.
I mean,
No. Yeah, I mean,
Mike Pence looks like his soul got sucked out of him like one day.
well, yeah, he's a politician.
he looks
They
more.
all get their soul
You know,
sucked out of them.
Yo, so does Joe Biden, bro.
He
What
looked-
is Jill doing?
he looked more
got
dead than
that-
Bernie.
Huh?
Pence looked more dead than Bernie.
You think so?
Yes.
He's like in his early 50s. And look how white his hair is already.
He's 50.
He's not old. Look, wait.
Trump looks. older.
Yo,
Look up Mike
Trump
Pence's
is
age.
old. I know
could
Trump
be
is
wrong.
71.
His wife be giving him the works. Then come on, come on.
His
guys.
wife must be like the next Hillary Clinton or something.
61.
Dog.
He's 61.
Yo,
He's
Monica
61.
Lewinsky.
Monica Lewinsky.
He's 61. He's 61.
Oh, he's 61.
I want to see his height though, because Donald Trump is what? He's 5'10". Why is everyone in political tall?
You know Bernie's like 6'3".
Yeah, I know.
He's 6'3".
Yeah, they're
funny.
I know Barack was tall. Barack was tall.
No.
No, he's only like 6'1".
That's
Barack
still
Obama.
tall though, and like,
But like
Trump
Trump's
is like.
taller though. He's 6'3".
I don't understand that. Like looking at him, you don't think he's tall.
Wait, hold time out real quick. Putin's 5'7". Hey yo, look it. I'm the leader of one of the most corrupt countries, but I'm also 5'7". Worship me,
I put tissues in my shoe to make me taller.
dude. If we,
No, I still can't get over the fact that Bernie's like 6'3" or
Bro,
something.
that man's
dude, it's not.
he's
It's not
playing for the wrong
fact that he's 6'3".
team.
It's just when I think of someone named Bernie.
You don't expect
Bernie.
like his for his age and like
How old
like,
is he?
He's like
80. He's like almost 80. now.
Yeah.
And how old is
Biden's 77.
Yeah, he's
They don't look the age. I think Bernie
think we
looks his
should-
age.
Regardless, I don't think we should be electing someone who's like near their deathbed as
Okay,
president.
but if you really want to look at that, Bernie and Biden, Bernie looks like he's gonna hit the head before Biden is. If you really want me to be honest,
I think they're gonna hit. Well, I really can't say, but
Wait, real quick. ERB, Epic Rap Battles of History, just uploaded the new Epic Rap Battle, Donald Trump versus Joe Biden. I am watching that
my
later.
God.
I am watching that later.
Oh
I've been
my
waiting for that
God.
rap battle for so long, and now that it's finally here, mid-podcast.
if quite frankly isn't in that battle, I'm gonna be very mad.
shut up, man.
Will you shut up, man?
They're never gonna make a beat about that. Will you
Shut up.
Shut up, man.
Who built the cages, Joe?
And
Who built the cages,
right,
Joe?
and the background beat is. Bzz, 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 bzz.
Oh.
Okay.
So
They should hire us.
Should this lean into our talk about the election now?
I
Because we
guess
kind of already
so.
been talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm voting for Mickey Mouse.
I'll say this. I will say, let me just say the speech and then y'all can talk about this.
Okay.
To my fellow people who are 18, people around our ages, we're all about 20. Get out there and vote.
We are 20.
Just let me finish. You need to go out there and vote. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care if you do a write-in. I don't care if you vote for Trump, Biden, Kanye. It is your constitutional right to vote.
Don't knock Kanye though.
Just
don't make a stupid choice in voting.
here's the thing, ready? Because it is your constitutional right to vote. Now I know there's a lot of people still who saying I don't want to vote. I don't like any of the elections. Get out there and vote. This is what our brave men and women who fought for this country all these years have fought for. Is for democracy and freedom. So you need to get out there and vote. I don't care who you vote for. It can be Sleepy Joe or Big Mouth Donald.
Mickey
Doesn't
Mouse.
matter to me. You can write in Mickey Mouse.
I'm gonna write in Mrs. Doubtfire and they're gonna know who I'm talking
Because
about.
think about it. Listen, one day, our generation, the Gen Z, we're going to be the ones running this world, not the older folks, the boomers, whatever you want to call them in office. One day, we're going to be the ones running this world. So it's good if we start now by voting. It's our constitutional right to. And one day, people our ages are going to be in office. They're going to be the best doctors in the world. They're going to be the best scientists in the world. Hopefully, we're going to be the next Joe Rogans.
And
Who the hell knows? But one day,
we will be the last generation for that.
But one day we are going to be in charge of this world, so it's best for us to start now by voting. So do what you will with that information. I don't care who you vote for, but remember, it's your constitutional and democratic right to.
Yes, but I mean, this is a very tough decision for me because I still haven't voted yet. But I just don't. I'm independent. I don't like to be political. I never like to be political, but in this position, I don't know. So
I've been pissed off way too many times to not vote.
Yeah, exactly. So,
yeah, so
at least again, I don't care who you vote for. It's good that you are voting though.
Yeah,
No,
so
this is
I'll
what we're
I'll probably
here
do
for.
it actually this week, and I'll just go in and I'll be like, all right, time to make the
Yeah,
decision.
go early because you'll be waiting 11 hours on election day.
11
Right.
hours, bro.
I'm not trying to do that.
Bro, I'll just yell my vote. I'll be like, oh, can you just write it down for me, please?
But
I was gonna say something else, but I completely forgot.
me too. I was gonna say something else too. This is okay. This is the thing we have to do when we have a guest. My mom gave me this advice. Which by the way, this was my mom's idea of podcast. This was neither of our
Shout out
ideas.
to Sherry.
Shout out to my Big Mama Windmill.
Our founder.
Our founder. She
if
was the
you
one who
will.
gave this original idea for us to use a podcast. So, but she actually gave also the other idea that when you have a guest, give them a notepad and a pen. So in case someone else is talking, they have a question to ask, they can write it down so they don't forget. We should have done that for this
Okay,
episode.
it's
but
all in here.
no.
No, it's not.
No,
It's
listen.
never
Go
in
edit.
it.
Listen,
Go edit.
Listen, if you've ever seen any of their skits or scripts on their
Shut
channel,
up, you were in the videos too.
Yeah, but I was always the one saying, guys, you need a script. But then ready, they would always say improvisation.
That was the fun of it. That's why we did the videos.
It was
because
fun, but it didn't flow properly, and a lot
But
of
that's
it was
why.
cringe.
But that's why that's why we like doing it. It's stupid and it's funny.
But
That's
here's
why
the
it's
thing,
bad.
It's I get where you're going with it, but it's the whole video.
I mean,
it's
I
like
had
the whole
notes.
video's an inside joke, but we're the only ones who get it because we make references to jokes inside our friend group that viewers wouldn't
Well,
get.
yeah, but I mean,
and you can do inside joke humor like the Eric
Yeah.
Andre show. They do it right, but if we want to do it, we got to do it like the Eric Andre show.
But yeah, but in
Which,
every
by the way,
video,
starts this Sunday.
every video.
Why would he do
Why would he do
Wait,
that?
Hannibal.
But I would for some of the videos and newer videos, we're gonna put the big reboot setting on videos. We're still gonna have comedy skits. We're gonna have serious skits. We're gonna have all this, but we're gonna be a little bit more professional about it. But for videos, I wouldn't have a script. I would have notes, and then for some videos, I would actually have a script or people what they would say exactly. But I never really did like scripts for them because, like I said, like at that point, we just found it funny, like literally on the spot for the third Cringemas video where we had to do your double body stunt, Miguel, where we just literally got a pillow.
Well, that was genuine.
But that was on the spot though.
Yeah.
That's why I like doing, because a lot of things were just on the spot, which were great.
But I just feel like if you were to like take the time to sit down and at least like
well,
jot
no,
down like a basis.
That's what I want to be doing for a lot of things.
I feel like at least flow wise, the video would flow better.
No. I know that. So like that's what I'll start doing for the future videos and stuff like that. So they'll be a little bit more professional. We'll have the funny stuff. We'll have the serious stuff. We'll have this. We'll have Haunted or Not. We'll have basically a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's a multi-use channel. So
we're gonna start our OnlyFans too.
Start Patreon.
So how much are we
Only man.
how much would we do a month if we really had an OnlyFans?
Well, if it's 3 of us at once, we could do $10 for each person. I feel like that's fair.
I feel that's fair.
You know, we do a human centipede type thing.
Oh my!
And on that note, thank you for watching our first episode of
that is a video that we should do. We should just all 3 of us censor everything out that's disgusting, but all 3 of us just. I've never sat through the entirety of Human Centipede. But we should all 3 of us for a video sake sit through it.
I'm not watching.
Miguel, you would puke. I know what it's about. I've never seen it, but I know for a fact you would probably puke.
I started watching it, and then there was the scene where they were at the buttholes, and I was like, all right, we're ending it now, and it was like 30 minutes to the movie.
Still better than 365 days. Is that the name of the movie?
Yes,
yeah.
365. That fucking Jesus.
You have 365 days to
Oh, you lost me, big girl.
What? And then like she starts fucking him. It makes no sense.
All right,
I'm sorry.
We're getting.
I mean, come on, like seriously. We're at the writers' table. Someone's like, okay, we're gonna get a guy who. Oriuros baby got it, and we're gonna be talking. Okay, so what's gonna happen in the plot? He's gonna capture a girl. Okay, what happens? She has 365 days to leave.
Well, technically, it's a book, isn't it?
Was it a book?
Yeah.
Bro, who the fuck wrote that book? I want to see them. I want to have a meeting with them. I want them on a guest. I want them sitting in that chair next to you as a guest and be like, so what thought did you come to mind for this? Like, why did you think about this?
Just like with every other scenario, the book was probably better than the movie.
50 Shades of Grey. I've never read the books. People say it's better than the movie. I will 100% probably
a lot of
agree
the times
that Twilight will be better than that.
A lot of times movies don't do the books justice because it's like a completely
I mean, Harry Potter I think is probably one of the best books.
I can compare and contrast a few scenes though.
Well, no, I'm saying like between like movies that were like from book to film, Harry Potter is the best. Don't say Hunger Games because the last.
I'm agreeing with you, but there's like some scenes.
Oh no, some scenes
that are like skipped out on and like storylines that aren't in the movie.
Wait, one of the books is 800 pages long, and the movies are 2.5 hour long. So like you can't like even
last
2.5 hours.
2 movies.
Oh,
and that was the longest book.
Yeah, no, they did that for just to make more money.
Right, yeah.
I mean, the longest book, the last book isn't the longest book.
No,
the Order
is like 800 something pages.
870 pages. I remember.
That's one of my favorite books. Though.
Me too.
I love all of them.
I think that's my favorite out of all the Harry Potter.
You know what's weird? Even though that was the longest book, you know what book took me the longest to read for some reason? Prisoner of Azkaban, the second one.
That's my favorite.
That's only like 300.
That's one of my. That's the.
I remember reading them in 4th grade for the first time. I don't remember which one took me the longest, but.
The 6th one was long.
I know it took me like 2 weeks just to finish all of them.
I think the last one. I don't know why the last one took me the longest.
No, the last one took me 2 days.
Actually, no. So, really?
Yeah, because like I remember what happened. Like I was reading in school, and then I got home, and then I had nothing to do, so I just finished the book.
Oh, time to read up on some Harry Potter.
I was pulling an Emma Rathbun. Yeah, I'm calling you out, Emma. Would rather read books than play Among Us.
Oh my god.
I'm calling you out, Emma.
Wait, you know what I had in 4th grade? I had this thing. It was from the book fair where you could buy the entire Harry Potter set. They were all soft covered, and it came in like a box. I just remember one day when I ordered it, I came back to my room from recess, and I just saw this giant box sitting at my desk, and I was like, oh! It was the coolest thing.
Before I watched the movies, I read the books. So I was one of those people. I read the book.
I read the books.
The books are better than the movies, but I think the movies are really good.
When did the 6th movie come out? Like
2009.
Yeah, I think so.
2009. Half-Blood Prince.
What's funny is I think I read that book. Well, it was like the Half-Blood Prince. I read that book, and then I think a week later the movie came out.
Mm-hmm. But no, like those movies are actually for books. Like I don't like maybe like I guess the first 2 Hunger Games were probably or come close, but then like you're talking about a whole series. So like I think Harry Potter is like I mean, unless there's another book to movie adaptation that I'm not thinking of, like a series wise that I'm not thinking of.
Percy Jackson was horrible.
My God, they're rebooting it for Disney Plus.
Saw that. I watched
the first one.
The Lightning Thief book was really good.
No, the Percy Jackson series, not the movie, the book, amazing. And I
give us a rating. 1 out of 10.
12 out of 10.
Oh,
Really?
Oh, Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
Jesus.
He just got hard talking about it.
But the movies are, the first one was okay. It was decent. The second one was absolute
They
garbage.
made a second one. What's
They
the
made a
second
I
one
didn't
about?
even know that.
It's like you remember his half brother. It's like he's like a Cyclops.
Oh, isn't that the movie where they attack like the camp? At the beginning.
I think so.
I don't remember.
Oh wait, I think I remember the book cover for the second one, but they made a movie. For that?
The second movie was trash.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see it.
You know what movie they need to make a movie adaptation to?
Big Nate.
No, Magic Treehouse.
Yeah,
I would
bro.
watch that.
No,
They need to do that.
They need to make that like a
series.
A series. They should do that.
They should, bro. I would watch.
I know they're
I used to
making,
love Magic Treehouse.
Emily Blunt is playing the. I think Emily Blunt is playing the bus driver for Magic School Bus. They're making
really?
that. They're making that into a movie. They're making everything.
Oh,
At this
bro,
point,
my childhood.
Hollywood is just like, okay, we're
We
running
run
out of
out of
ideas.
Next stop, Schoolhouse of Rock.
But like,
Yeah, they already rebooted that.
Yeah.
but no, there was talks also like they were gonna reboot Hunger Games, which I thought was fucking stupid. Like, why the fuck would you do that? It makes no sense whatsoever. Like, that's all Hollywood.
Wait, I
can think
heard
of.
I heard they were making a sequel to like.
Oh no, they made the prequel. They made
yeah,
the prequel book
prequel.
is out. The prequel book is
Okay.
out. I know that for a fact. I saw that. That didn't even sound like a cough. You're like,
I'm trying to clear my throat.
you were trying.
My man has Rona.
Well, then we're all fucked.
All right, so
What are we at now?
we're actually at about an hour. So
About an hour. I mean, like, what
I mean, we kind of talked about everything we wanted to. We talked about Halloween, COVID, the election. Those are really the main points I wanted to talk about. So, anything else you guys want to say, or
Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/.
Again, it's gonna be in the
no,
description.
Let them say it. I'll let us do shout outs.
Oh, follow us on Instagram as well. MIGMADERA.
And then mine is Nicky Sill, NICKYSIL 17.
MOUSE.
And mine's at Real Gian Jerusalem, but you're not gonna probably spell that right, so I'm gonna put it
It's
down.
not John, it's Gian. Figure
Yes,
it out.
or Nagian or Glan.
And then shout out to my YouTube channel, Maximilian. It's MAXAMILLONARE. I spelled millionaire wrong.
Shout
That
out
was
to
because I made
shout
that
out to
account
my
also.
Pornhub account. Big Schlong 85.
Okay.
So thank you everyone for our first episode of the podcast.
I will say one thing. It's a plug-in. So next Friday, I will be streaming a game, and I would
That's fair.
And I would like everyone to come along. It is a game that I've been waiting for a very, very long time.
Wait. When's the date? Because we don't know.
October 30th.
Okay.
This Friday.
And then when's the new Haunted or Not episode coming out? Because we already filmed another
Haunted or Not
but we're-
episode. I've been delaying it. It should be out by today. Well, what's today? The 24th. 24th of October. So by the time this is already out on iTunes or Spotify or YouTube format, it will probably already be out. But no, this game that I want to play, it's already on my YouTube channel. It's like I only did like the first hour of it, but like it is probably one of the scariest games I've ever played, and it was only in early alpha phase. So like there's only two chapters that I played. I played like the rest of the first chapter by myself, and then the rest of chapter 2, which came out a year after that, on July 2019. And I remember it was so scary that I didn't like. I love playing horror games. I love watching horror movies. I love doing haunted houses. I did not want to play it because I was that scared. Like Outlast is my favorite horror game. It's Outlast times 10.
Wow.
Like it is the scariest thing. But I'm gonna stream it because I was gonna play it the entire day, but I'm not gonna stream a 10-hour stream. So I'm gonna do the first 2 hours, and then I'm gonna record parts after that and upload those to YouTube. But I cannot wait to play that because I've been waiting for that for a very long time.
Anything else?
That's it for me.
That's it. So everything for our social media accounts, our YouTube, obviously Mr. Broke Productions will be in the description. Everything.
And my channel and his Twitch will be in the
Everything.
description as well.
But we're not gonna put Miguel's in the description. But
He's not an affiliate yet.
Shut up.
I'm kidding.
Goodbye.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching our first episode of
Or
the
listening.
podcast.
Or listening.
Pretty. I'd say it was amateur, but I think it was pretty good for a first episode. It's a good start.
And if you were listening on the toilet, bravo,
you.
man.
All right. So thank you everyone for watching. Remember to stay safe, go out there and vote, and stay smiling. And
Goodbye, boyos.
Stay smiling. We're not gonna end it with stay smiling, are we?